really paying attention. That nobody knows who they are yet. I'm only 6 fights in, and I mean, I feel like I have a pretty good following. I have people that really want to come out and support us. They know who we are. They want to be around us. I like that. I appreciate all the people that come out and support all the time. That have followed me even through my amateur career when they couldn't come with us. To national tournaments. Now they can be here watching us fight live. In my hometown. I still have yet to even fight as a professional outside of the state of Texas. So that's the luxury of it in itself. Of having that recognition here in the area.
And Dad, how did you see those moments when he would get frustrated? And what would you think? Did you just keep the goal at hand, or would you ease off? How was that? How was it for you trying to balance that father coach role?
Well, I mean, the way I told him, I was hard, and I told him straight up. I told Listo, I told my boy Chuco, my other son Chuco. I said, you know what? You're 18, you graduate, and you can, work on your own and buy your own things. I said, then you can stop boxing. Till then, you can. So that's exactly what I told them. And now, now you see what he's saying. I had a good team. I had a good amateur team. I trained other boxers too, not just them. And I was getting recognition around here where a lot of these kids weren't getting fights in tournaments because they knew where they were coming from. So that felt good. That felt good. But these kids, their parents said it was too much for them. They quit boxing because it was too hard, because it was too cold, because it was too hot. We trained out of a garage. Well, now these kids, they're out there partying, some are incarcerated, some are doing drugs, and I tell them, that's where I really got you out of. But now I surpassed what, my accomplishment, my goal. I didn't think he was gonna be signing his third fight, but every time I talked, every time I said something, it landed. So when Robert Garcia came to Dallas, he saw them spar, and he fell in love with them. He said they were good, And next thing you know, I like, man, maybe I'm gonna get a phone call from Robert Garcia. Well, no, I'm there getting a call. Yeah. Everything was falling in place as I talked, and it was like, I used to say, one day it's gonna be ABO Promotions, I used to say that, I used to say I'm gonna be a boxing manager. I used to tell him I'm gonna be a boxing manager. And it came through. I'm his manager. Nice. I used to say, I'm gonna be the one putting the music on the fights. Well, when he came on his first debut, he wanted a certain song. I said, no, that ain't gonna work. I said, just we're gonna play this song. Just believe me. And then the kid before his fight came out to Corrido, and the crowd went high. And then I thought to myself, I was like, damn, did I fuck up? Did I fuck up? But then I like, nah, we're going to stick to it. And he even looked at me when the crowd went crazy. Like, I hope you know what you're doing, But then as soon as he came out, you heard the crowd, the beat to the mariachis, and then you heard the song. And everybody, even the white people, were like, "Viva, viva!" So I was like, "Damn, that did good, I felt good." And that's what caught the promotion's attention. The first question he asked me was, "What song did Listo come out to?" So it was like, "Hey, I picked his outfit. I told him, hey, we're gonna come out with
the sombrero."
Sombrero, we're gonna take over So it's like. I'm even his stylist.
Hey, when I went seeing Canelo fight Trout at the Alamo Dome, right? Been in boxing all my life, but I've been in Texas boxing for about 15 years, I guess. And I'm a big Canelo fan, but my buddy was in Trout's corner, so I was conflicted. But when all the Mexicans stood up and did the salute, on the heart.
Yeah.
I stood up. I I'm Vanilla to the end, bro. Hey, it just gets in you. It just gets in you, man. And I don't speak Spanish. Don't understand the music. But as soon as it's on, it's about to go down.
It's that Aztec warrior that gets awoken in you.
If I can do that holler like that,
you get enough tequila in you'll get it out of you.
You'll resurrect it fast.
Yeah, man. You get the feeling all that Mexican pride, bro.
Yeah. It's definitely a lot of energy, man. So it's amazing, man. You made him stay in boxing to keep him out of trouble. And now he's created an opportunity and a platform for himself to open up more doors, man, which is amazing, which is why we do what we do as far as, gyms being open. We want to keep the boxing gyms open for the community, for these kids, to give them an outlet, to give them an avenue where they can, come release that energy that sometimes otherwise would be out in the streets fighting, doing dumb shit, getting involved with the wrong crowd. And so it's great when we hear these success stories where, we wanted to keep our kid out of trouble. We wanted to keep them somewhere where they're going to be disciplined and focused, and they're able to turn it into something so much more. So that in itself is already a victory. So anything that happens from this point on, well, shit, that's just icing on the cake,
Yeah, and it's funny you say that, Manny, because Mr. GAITAN, Rafael, helped Shea Metcalf, so we can get that fight going. And as you know, now she's ranked #1 in the nation.
Yeah. She's been a guest on the show.
Yeah. She's been doing great. And that was because Mr. GAITAN was able to identify that opportunity and gave us that opportunity. We're humbled by it. But that just goes to show you that, with your platform and the opportunities that we offer, it's up to you where you want to go,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I didn't know y'all was out.
I called the doctor on his card, and I gave him the opportunity. I told him, get on the card. After that, you're going to open your own door. I don't need anything from it, I helped like the kid that's singing the national anthem and sang the Listo song. He got signed by a record label now.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Some of the ring card girls, they're on music videos, it's like, hey, you do what you want, and I'll open the door for you. It's how you know how far you're gonna walk down that hall. We had the DJ, play Listo song, and on one of the fights, and he messed it up. He messed up the main event, song.
Oh shit!
Now he keeps calling me, hey, give me another opportunity. I was like, no, man. Yeah, I'm a little mad, motherfucker. You messed up his song, you got a free beer. You were able to DJ, but you messed up his song, on the main event. I'm like, nah, man.
He had one job. Job.
And he messed it up. It was how to do it play. He played another song, all different songs. It was romantic. He came out to a romantic song. Like, how the hell did you mess that up, man? Even the kid was like, what the hell am I supposed to sing,
We got, I think we got someone about to join us. Eddie? Who wants to introduce Eddie? Juan? Eddie? Okay. I'm about to pop him on. Here we go.
Go on.
Can you hear us, Eddie?
I can hear y'all.
What? How did you
Hey, he has another of my future prospects. It's a girl, and she's a real deal. Not just because she's my niece, but she's a real deal.
Oh, okay. Oh, so who's Eddie? Introduce yourself.
Yeah, Eddie.
What's up, Mikey Garcia? I'm Rafael's brother.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I just stay behind the scenes, you know.
Nice.
You behind the scenes, you got the muscle with you though. You got the protection with you.
Man, well, we appreciate you stopping by. You want to say anything to your brother and your family?
I just for them to keep the hard work, you know.
That's what's up, man. Hey, Princess, we're gonna have you on the show in about, how old is she? She about 2 or 3? With 2?
She just turned 4.
Oh, 4. Okay. Well, happy birthday, sweetie. Well, we can't wait to have you on the show in about 10 years.
Already.
Already. Bye. There we go.
Listo, how tall are you, brother?
What's that?
How tall are you?
About 6'1".
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Try to use
Really big enough.
try to use all that reach I can.
I'm about 5 foot.
Nah. How tall are you, Dad?
Where the height came from? Mama and them or what?
Nah, I'm not 5 foot.
Oh, okay. Now them boys, man, them light hitters, man, they 6-footers, man. You know, 6 foot or better, man. So he's plenty big enough, man.
Definitely, man. I mean, and usually my sparring, you know, I prefer going up against, you know, anybody taller than me. Is usually my opponent. You know, I usually end up on heavyweight. It don't matter to me. You know, I've always been a big kid. You know, ever since. I mean, and believe it or not, at 10 years old, my dad threw me in there with a 21-year-old. You know, by 13, I was sparring pros. By 15, I just never really wanted to spar me no more. So now I have to go after grown men, you know, and that's always to me. So it's something that I got used to, you know, fighting taller opponents, stronger opponents, heavier opponents. It just didn't matter, you know. We're going after the best, you know. But you know, like as I said, you know, it was me being a kid, just wanting to do my sport, you know. But who would ever believe that, you know, some 13-year-old kid is, you know, beating up on grown men, you know?
Listen,
that, you know?
I got a bunch of 13-year-old kids in my gym that's beating me up. All right, so.
Hey, you ever make it this way to spar? Listo?
What's that?
You ever make it to Houston to spar or what?
I've gone over, we've gone over like the Woodlands as far with Tigre. You know, we've had the opportunity to get in the ring with him and share some of his, you know, he shared some of his knowledge with us.
That was my question. That's what I was leading to. Have you and Alfonso been in the ring together?
Yeah, man. I mean, he's a great, humble guy, great hospitality. I remember the first time we got to the gym, man. I mean, he welcomed us in with open arms, and I mean that was something that was greatly appreciated. You know, especially from you know the status that he holds right now. You know, he's highly ranked by the WO. You know, he's top 10 right now. You know, I honestly, you know, I just thought we were just gonna get in there, do our work, get out. You know, but you know, he welcomed us in. Hey, man, you guys need to warm up. You know, you guys need to use the gym for anything. You know, feel free to do so. And it was just I just felt really welcomed. You know, and you know, not only before the sparring, but even after the sparring. You know, he told me, hey, man, you know, I really like the way you're doing this. He even gave props to my dad for coaching me a certain way on certain things, and he also, you know, kind of gave me tips on what to do, you know, against a certain, even gave me tips on how to fight him, you know, because he knows that whatever knowledge he's going to give me and I use against him, you know, in the ring, it's going to better him to be able to come with an opponent that's going to use it on him in the future. You understand? You know, it was just great to get in there with somebody like that, you know, that type of respect for you, and you're able to respect that highly.
And there's not too many boxers that are willing to do that. There's too much hate. You know, they don't want you to shine. They want to keep you low key. You know, that's the way I look at it. You know, and when I heard that from him, it was like, wow, you know, this is the first guy that's telling us how to do certain things, what is working, keep working on it. You know, just giving me more arsenal. You know, but other boxers around here, they're not going to do that. You know, they're not going to give you the opportunity. They're not going to, like you guys are giving us the opportunity to be on this podcast, you know, and talking about us. You know, there's there's other boxing gyms here that will never do that. They're not going to let you shine more than they are, you know? So when he talked to us about that, showed us what